Duke's offense last season was not only electric to watch, but was one of the most successful offenses in the country. Although having three talented guards who can pass and shoot would have made any team strong, Jon Scheyer's X's and O's put all of their players in positions to succeed. In this video, we're going to analyze Duke's tactics, their 3 goals on offense, and the sets they ran in variations. We'll see how their sets and offense seamlessly flow from one concept to another. Their main goal on offense last season was to gain advantages through their pick and rolls. They primarily ran their pick and roll offense out of 2 guard. 2 guard is kind of what it sounds like. 2 guards at the top of the key, 2 forwards between the wing and the corner, and a big that begins in the dunker spot. And we see that the Blue Devils are in these exact spots. Going back a second, we see that the offense begins by pitching the ball to the other guard. From there, the offense can really begin. The offense is more or less a continuity ball screen, running handoffs until somebody gets open. Here's another great example of the continuity. Because 2 guard has someone start in the dunker spot, the roller can switch spots and they can run Spain pick and roll as well. Duke's second main set to run pick and roll is 5 out. How Duke's version is different than the traditional 5 out is that their center Filipowski is at the top of the key. Filipowski's passing and shooting really opens up the offense, as we'll see even more later. Many of Duke's ball screen variations come out of 5 out. When the corner wing clears out to the other side, Duke can run empty side ball screens. And because of Filipowski's shooting, they can run middle pick and pops as well. Another thing Duke loves in semi-transition are staggered screens in their 5 out. With all of this spacing, this action can be really hard to stop. Their second goal on offense is to get their shooters open. Interestingly enough, Duke isn't a high volume shooting team. While they're only in the 54th percentile in 3-point attempts, they're in the 96th percentile in percentage. This efficiency mostly comes from running McCain and Roach off screens. They run down screen after down screen for McCain, and he has so much stamina that he eventually gets open. Another way they run down screens is through their unique version of the horn set. Horns typically has the 2 biggest players at the elbows and they run pick and roll. We even saw this with Jon Scheyer and Duke not even 2 years ago. But instead, Duke last season loved having Jared McCain at the elbow. Why? So that after pitching the ball back, which we saw similarly in 2 guard, he can run and set the down screen. Here we see it again. From the horns formation to staggered screens for Jeremy Roach. On this one, McCain pitches the ball, sets the staggered screen, and then gets his own down screen. An off-ball set Duke loves to run in their 5-out are their flare screen sets. Filipowski's passing is the main reason that any of these sorts of plays can work, as he consistently hits shooters right on the money. The third main goal in their offense was to get Filipowski easy post touches. If they want to get him an empty side mid post up, one of the guards will set him a cross screen and he will come across. This sort of action is called an Iverson cut, and it works very well. Even better though is a flex screen. Caleb Foster is going to cut to the block after the pitch and set a low flex screen across the baseline. One of the coolest things I saw Duke do with these is have the flex screener, in this case McCain, run off a stagger before. This really confuses the help side defense. Here's the same play again. Another easy way to get a post touch is after rolling to the basket and going straight to the block. Or even better yet, you could run to the block in early transition. Even more than when running 5-out, Filipowski's passing is on display in the post. He has a great feel for cutters running off the elbow post up. Filipowski's post-ups and rolls attract plenty of gravity. Here's a great dump-off pass to Sean Stewart in the dunker spot. This time with Mark Mitchell in the dunker spot, the big could sit on the backside, so Mitchell cuts up and then they can run the high-low. Here's another great example of running the high-low, this time out of the pick and roll. Finally, we need to talk about their transition offense. Duke didn't run all the time, as they were only in the 72nd percentile for fast break points, but when they ran, it was deadly. Duke was in the 100th percentile in transition for shots at the rim, mid-range twos, and above the break threes. Yes, they were the single best team in college basketball at those 3 shots in transition. There are 2 reasons why this happened. Number 1, Kyle Filipowski is great in the open court as a ball handler. I mean, look, this is a center doing all of this. And somehow, even more impressive than that was Jared McCain's above the break 3-point shooting. He shot a ridiculous 56.6% on above the break threes in transition, putting him shockingly in the 100th percentile for that shot. Whatever way you look at it, whether looking at traditional or advanced stats, Duke had one of the very best offenses in the country last season. As we head into next season, and all the hype surrounding Cooper Flagg and the entire roster, it's important to put that all under perspective. It is highly unlikely that next year's offense will be as good as last year's, even if they perform well. So as college basketball fans and people, it's important to look back and appreciate what we just got to witness.
Fast break, the tip won't go. Roach is underneath. Here's McCain.